on. Oh, you wish you were my leave. I cheat up the river with Judas. Tearing down the barrel of his gun. Yes, he shot me down. I died and someone brought me back to life, but never to my senses. Bounce on that shit, can bounce on that shit, can. Oh, it hurt. What's up? Welcome back for a third alive. Welcome in. Whew, man, there's a lot going on, ain't it? I'm gonna go ahead and get started. All right, y'all. This is Tommy Norman. Yeah, Tommy, the man that liked to go to the hood with the black kids. You know, give them snacks, hang out with them, have a good time. Tommy Norman. Well, Tommy is a police officer, and that's what he was known for. You know, he went viral a couple of times and things of that nature, right? Well, Tommy had a wife. This is his wife. He has a son, and Tommy now has DV charges that his wife has put on him. Okay. Now, Tommy has came out and said that he is stepping down. He takes, full accountability of things that has happened. We're going to play that video. And he got arrested, I believe, what the day is, like this weekend. So we finna get into it once I get everything pulled up. Give me a moment. Hold on, y'all. Because I got to get back in my stuff. I had to reset everything this morning. But yeah, that's exactly what happened with that situation. Let me go into this so I can get it to my Instagram. Okay, let me go to my IG. Okay, here we go. So we're going to go ahead and listen to the 911 phone call, and then we're going to listen to what Tommy had to say. So with the 911 phone call, his wife made this phone call. Okay, well, let me go to what you call it. His wife made this phone call, and they have it. Hold on. I'm trying to get signed in. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, honey, they going on the field with about Mr. Tommy. So we're going to watch what this lady take on it while I try to find it.
His wife. To summarize the video, I pointed out that he got arrested for domestic, but at the end I said that allegedly, supposedly, I don't know shit about fuck. While this is a very serious allegation, he may have some other very serious allegations that would be even worse for his public optics. And I was gonna leave it at that, but the comment section did not pass the vibe check. And people were super fucking pressed that I had the audacity, I assume because I'm a white woman, to read this complaint exactly as it was written when they, the viewer, have no idea who wrote this complaint, the gender of the person that wrote this complaint, or the ethnicity of the person that wrote this complaint, and yet took issue with me reading it exactly as it's written, presumably because I'm a white woman. Tell me you're the problem without telling me you're the fucking problem. So last week I was just going to leave it at doing a video on Officer Norman getting arrested for the domestic and encouraging the audience to do their own research. But since the comment section did not pass the vibe check, I now feel the need to get down to fucking business. Behind me is an opinion letter written by Arkansas Attorney General Tim Griffin. How did we get to the formation of this letter? That's a great question. I would love to tell you. There is a thing called the Freedom of Information Act, otherwise known as FOIA. And this law gives access to public records. And something that, welcome to part 2 of If You're Going to Defend.
I just want some of the stuff, girl. But if you going through the diagnostics, let me see. Hold on.
Welcome back to part 4, where people are super pressed and mad at me for providing them with more information on this man. So back to the Attorney General of Arkansas, Tim Griffin's letter, because welcome back to part 4, where people are super pressed and mad at me for providing.
All right. A lot of people are feeling like she just doing it just to do it, I guess, because it wasn't that much. I don't know, but let's continue. So we are here, and we're going to listen to the phone call.
Can I get a police officer to my house, please?
What's the address?
My husband is actually a police officer, and he's assaulting me.
Your husband has assaulted you?
Officer Norman is my husband, and he's assaulting me right now, so I need somebody to come out here. I want him to leave.
Would you like an ambulance?
No, I don't need an ambulance. I just want a police officer to come here and tell him to leave.
Okay, and what's your name? Okay, we'll have someone come out.
Thank you.
Okay.
Emergency.
Hey, I was just calling to see if there was an officer coming to my house.
Oh, what's the address? Yes, ma'am, we have the call in.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
911, what's the address of your emergency?
Can I get a police officer to my house, please?
What's the address?
Now, somebody in the comments said that she gave him grace the next day and asked us to stay out her business. I'm not about to be madder than her. And then I don't even know. I need to find out. Someone said she's lying. Somebody said that basically other things was going on. I don't know if I can find. But he made a statement. This is what he had to say.
Today's a difficult day for me. After 27 years, announcing my retirement from the North Little Rock Police Department, I feel like that I did not let the community down. I feel like that I did my part. I also feel that the badge did not instill love into me. I instilled love into the badge. I didn't always do it right. I made my mistakes, owned up to those mistakes. After what's transpired the last week in my personal life, I feel like that it's time for me to leave law enforcement and to serve my community in a different capacity. This is a very difficult decision. It's a decision that I made on my own. Today's a difficult day for me. After 27 years, announcing my retirement from the North Little Rock Police Department.
Okay.
I feel like that.
Neighborhood Talk has the rest of it. Let's go. When I'm on my phone trying to find her Facebook or her stuff.
This is a very difficult decision. It's a decision that I made on my own.
So it says, after 27 years, I'm announcing my retirement from the North Little Rock Police Department. I'm grateful for the opportunity to serve the citizens of North Little Rock for almost 3 decades. I look forward to serving the community in a different capacity. My motto has been, if you show up, come back, and I'll continue to come back for a community I now consider family. I want to express my gratitude to my brothers and sisters in blue who developed a special relationship with during my career. Please be safe. Please remember this. Your badge should have a heartbeat, not an ego. Godspeed. Retired Officer Tommy Norman.
Y'all gotta eat y'all popcorn with me. You need me to open it for you? Hold on. Hold on.
This road still work out for you?
Uh-huh. Man, this stuff is so good. It's double cheese. Hold on. Now, do y'all know that police officers are your friends? Yeah. Police officers love you, care about you. Okay, here we go. That's yours. Who else will me open theirs? How you doing, young lady? You know my name? Police Officer Norman. All right. How's everybody's day going? I love you too. That made my day. That made my day. Huh? Huh? No. Y'all gotta eat y'all popcorn with me. You need me to open it for you? Hold on. Hold on.
This road still work
Now,
out for you?
he has a daughter. I think he shares with her. She's grown. And the little boy, I thought that was a son, but I just did some little further research that it's a grandson. He has a daughter. I'm trying to find his wife. His wife name in her page, because somebody said that I'm going on my Facebook. Somebody said, honey, she said to mind y'all business and leave her alone. So she said, I guess that's I'm staying with my man. I don't know. Oh, child. I don't know, child. I'm gonna see if I can find her, honey. All right, so this is what they pulled up. So, okay, so her name is D. All right, we finna go find her in a minute. But she looked gorgeous on their wedding day. Hold on, let me show y'all. This is on them on their wedding. She look beautiful. This is D. This is her name. And then this is supposed to be the marriage license. I don't know how they got all that information, honey. So she 36? Wow. Okay. They got married last year. Let me see if I can find her. I don't know how they do it that fast. I was looking for her damn name. Y'all hear me throwing something? I'm throwing it at the darn dog. He want to play. He want everybody to know he's here. Okay. No, that ain't her name. I need her name. I'm going to find her, y'all. Give me a minute. I'm going to find this lady. D is a guy's name. So when I go to it, I'm going to find her. Because I want to see what she said this at. I sure am. Because she said mine. Okay, let me go to TikTok. I know where to find her. Baby, she said she told them folks to mind their damn business. So I'm like, huh? I say, what? Let's see. So he basically said, let me share. So I'm going to read what this is said because he came out with another
statement.
Oh, she released it. She said, like many families, hold on.
She said, like many families, we have experienced both loving memories and difficult times, but that does not diminish the love we share. We are leaning on God for strength and guidance, and we kindly ask for grace, prayers, and privacy as we move forward. We are truly grateful for the love and support from our family, friends, and the community. Please continue to keep us lifted in prayer. We also want to acknowledge that this time has come with many challenges, including rumors and outside pressures, which have been difficult for our family. What remains true is that we care deeply for one another and hold the utmost respect for the dedication and passion Tommy has for the community. We ask that this matter be allowed to be handled privately with dignity and respect. Rosalind Norman. So it kind of sounds like, okay, yeah, we got in a fight, calm down, everybody. Emotions ran high, but now we're good. That's still my man. Also, admin over on Officer Tommy's page just put, while we wait for the process to play out, please join us all in singing Ain't Nothing But a Hound Dog. I'm sure he'll eventually address everything himself. We'll see. Well, here's an update. Officer Tommy Norman is out, and his wife immediately released a statement.
There's
She
so
said,
much
like many
stuff going on. Hold on. Let me stop sharing over here. So Heat Magazine said that she said these are the rumors she's talking about. I think she deactivated her pages, y'all, but if I find it, we'll go to it as I'm searching. So the Heat Magazine received a number of messages regarding a photo of Officer Tommy Norman's wife, Rosalind, being circulated on other sites with captions such as, "Hey ladies, I'm Rosalind, 37, from Arkansas. I'm married to a man and my only child will be 13 next week. I look forward to making friends and finding someone to have a good time with. Let us make the absolute clear we do not post anything that is not credible. Anyone takes a person's photo and places it online with false words or claims attached. This is what it is important to be cautious about what you read or see online, because in many cases it may not be true." Then they also shared her statement. Oh, they found her, y'all. We found her. So this is her Facebook page. Showing she's outside having a good time. She hasn't been focused on it. So obviously, she fine. She basically saying, hey, that's still my husband. We just got into a little altercation. Whatever it was. Now, it's some rumors that he was cheating because as the girl was reading on TikTok, there was supposed to be some police reports and all that. I guess that's the rumors she's talking about. Hold on.
I'm on that joint, so I barely can walk. Excuse me if my words be slurred when I talk. I stayed a few hundred racks in the.
Sorry. I didn't know if that was B or not. So she says she's just a girl learning and unlearning. Here's the thing. Basically, whatever happened, whatever the situation was, it happened. A lot of people want to know, and I do too. So now there's another person on TikTok saying that she got the police report. We're going to let her reiterate that, and then I'll be back with more, because it's not going to be a long live.
good insight as to what happened. On September 13th at approximately 9:20, I responded to Blink in regards to domestic disturbance involving an officer. On my arrival, Sergeant Lyon was inside speaking with the caller, Rosalind, and Officer Gates and Kalisa were outside at the bottom of the porch of the residence, and Tommy Norman was sitting in a chair at the top of the porch. I stepped inside with Sergeant Lyon to assist him in gathering a statement from the caller, which was his wife. When I stepped inside, Rosalind was clearly in distress, crying and upset. She had redness and scratch marks on her chest that were visible above her right breast, indicating a struggle had recently ensued. During the conversation, Rosalind stated that she wanted him to leave because if he did not leave, she was in fear that she would be hurt. So they asked her if Tommy had put hands on her tonight. She became hysterical, covered her injury, and turned away from us. After a short while, she stated no. However, due to the circumstances surrounding the incident, it was clear that a physical altercation had taken place. He then asked her exactly how he did it, and she made a backhand type motion and demonstrated how she was struck. This motion was consistent with the injury that was observed on her chest. We next stepped outside to speak to Tommy. He stated that he had allowed Blank to go to the movies with some friends and that Blank was supposed to have a ride home already set up. Tommy was at the house and had been watching the Razorbacks play and drinking Smirnoff. He said he later took Blank to help him sleep, some kind of meds, I guess, because he had to work in the morning. He said something occurred at the movies and their son, or Blank, no longer had a ride to get home. He stated that him and Rosalind got in a vehicle to pick him up. While headed to the movie theater, an argument ensued over recent allegations of infidelity. He stated that Rosalind began to hit him while he was driving, and he struck her back in self-defense. Tommy had no injuries on him. There was bruising that was observed on his right forearm, and he stated that it was from blood thinners he was taking. I attempted to speak with Blank, however, he did not want to provide a statement. After consulting with Zerline and Lieutenant Wood, the decision was ultimately made to arrest Tommy for domestic battery. I transported Tommy from his home to the headquarters for paperwork to be completed. Once all the paperwork was complete, they transported him to booking. My MVR was active during this call for service. Okay, so now some people read this and were like, if we take it as fact, why didn't she go to jail as well? Because it said she started hitting him first. I'm thinking, when they said they saw some kind of whatever that was on his form, he claimed it was the blood thinner so that she wouldn't get what's that charge, like when you hit an officer, or like he didn't want her to end up getting assault on an officer. There you go, I couldn't think of the word. As far as the argument, I had seen the 200 licks text messages floating around and all the kinds of memes, and she was probably embarrassed, and couples go through infidelity arguments and situations, if you stay, you stay. But this happens, and that happened, so like I said, maybe she didn't think the report was going to come out, but now that it did, she's like, let me just...
And I think that is why he retired, to be honest, because it's too much. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot. So I really don't blame him for not wanting people in his business if they do make up, and then ain't no telling how it is at his job, and he probably felt like if they leaked the messages, whatever the case. I don't know. Listen, she says she gonna stay. Hey, I kudos to her. That's not her boyfriend. That is her husband. It's the same thing I said with the Cardi B situation. That's not her boy. And the same thing I say with Rashida. That's not her boyfriend. That is her husband. Certain measures have to be taken for things to happen. She has a 13-year-old boy who probably knows him as his father. You know what I'm saying? They have a close relationship. There's a child involved now, and it's not something she can just say, okay, divorce, whatever. They might have some money involved. Let me tell you with marriage, you have bank accounts, bills, and homes together. Bank account, bills, and homes together. It's not like it's with your little boyfriend and you can easily, and dang, that's on my name. No. This is a marriage. There's a joint bank accounts, joint stocks, bills, and homes together. You have to separate who gets what. There's a child involved, school, activities, all that stuff that's going on in a marriage. So when people think that, they can leave, no. It's just like when I talked about the unfit mother. She knew she had bills, homes, and all that stuff, right? She decided, listen, ain't no way. She decided to do things that she did to happen. When you play dumb games, you win stupid prizes. But if she says she wants to give it a try, Tommy's wife, to work on the marriage, that's what you do. And it's hard for people because you have children involved in things of that nature. So it's different. Like I always say, it's different for a man feeling with cheating than it is for a woman. A man gonna leave quicker than a woman. You know what I'm saying? Some men do stay. But they have that stuff tied. See, this situation is different than an unfit mother. See, they have ties, and it seems like they have other things tied with their name and money as a family as a whole to lead to the little boy, right? If anything happened, God forbid, they have things set in order. So you got to understand, to be honest, that's what it was at. And now they have to figure out certain things now because now this is out there. So this is affecting not just their money, their livelihood. One mistake could mess up everything. So now they got to figure out other options as a married couple. So people probably be like, oh, well, she should have left. She should have this. When you're married and you have ties, that's what it is. It's just like Rashida and Kirk. Do we like the situation? No. But like I said, they have homes, they have land, they have money and business and children. There's a lot with that, and bills. It's a lot with that. So you got to see who gets what. It might be, and you got to think, as long as they've been married, financial, when they go talk to somebody, you never know if Rashida probably talked to somebody and they probably told her, this is what you're looking at. You never know. Look, you never know. So sometimes it's best to just, you don't have to like it, but stay out of it. Now, if ain't nobody getting hurt and mistreated and treated like trash, there's a difference. But like I say, I wish them the best. I pray that it is not going to mess up the relationship with the child, whatever the decision is. I feel like the decision is they're going to work on their marriage. I hope they have a long, marriage. I hope they are going to counseling and everything. It's going to be a little tough, but they'll probably make it through. They're going to make it through. So he didn't want her to get a charge. Agree. I'm going to end this here. I want to thank you guys. Tomorrow, do I want to go down that whole, tomorrow, Tuesday? I don't know. I'm going to make up my schedule. We're going to talk about tomorrow. We'll just pop out and talk about something. You know what? No, I have a discussion I want us to talk about. I will be on tomorrow morning, 10:30. I'm going to get up. Trust me. You might get it in a bed. Never know. So I want to thank you guys for watching. I want to thank y'all for the support. Hello to the new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. Okay, I just want to let you know. Thank you guys for getting my likes up. I'm an unemployed heifer right now. Right now. So content is going to be coming. It's going to be coming. I want to thank you guys for y'all support. Continue. Over here, we talk about everything. We have days where we talk about other things. Friday, I got a good spooky phone call for y'all. 911 call. So I'll see you guys later. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you. Later.
It's in the reach of my arms, the span of my hips, the stride of my step, the curl of my lips. I'm a woman, phenomenally.
Birds singing in the dead of night.